We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Colorado Rockies and the Knights. It's Baseball on the Show, and it's coming up next. Leiter, a southpaw from New Jersey, gets the starting gig in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
Coming to the plate now, Edgar Martinez, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Edgar.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
Yeah, guys, this team is certainly coming together. Everyone, we were down there before the game. There's a fight at the bat rack right now. They won in huge blowout fashion yesterday, and they're looking to continue that offensive surge in this one.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving over is the Gold Glover Jones, 1 away.
Batting second.
And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting lineup. D-Row, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Yeah, Matty, what I want you to focus on is the fact that this team does not like to run. Very station to station. It's going to take a couple of hits to score runs with this offense. They swing the bats well, but they don't put any pressure on the defense as far as base running.
Stepping in now, Al Kaline, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He'll come into play at 317, 8 home runs and 25 driven in. Back up. Oh, no, that got him. Nice recovery play to get the second out, but we'll have to make sure he's okay on the mound. Samuel Moya comes in unexpectedly from the pen in relief of his injured teammate. Now batting, Ted Williams. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly and not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Max Fried, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, in this day and age where we're used to seeing a lot of home runs and pitchers not going very deep in a game, how about this guy? ERA in the low 1s. That's not an easy thing to do. He can strike people out, but he can also get them out via the ground ball or the fly ball. Judging by his stats this year, he is having a ridiculously good season up to this point.
Standing in, Delino DeShields. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. No balls and a strike to count. Late square, and this is popped up. Fried is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, this lineup screams it needs an overhaul. When you're last in the league in on-base percentage, you're not doing a lot of things very well. You're not giving quality at bats. You're not being professional at the plate and forcing the opposition to be on their heels at all. Empty base paths consistently lead to a lot of zeros on the scoreboard.
Dwight Smith Jr. stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
Batting third, the center fielder.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Andrew Jones. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
Hey, I know it's early and we're in the first right here, but he's going to have to work that heater to both sides of the plate. He cannot get away with missing over the heart of the plate all night.
Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Bat explodes as this has popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Now in the box, Corey Seager hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Culberson into foul territory. And this will wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hot shot to third. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
That is fair. The first baseman.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
At the plate now, Jeff Bagwell. as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. 1-1 to the Rockies' first baseman. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
He loses him on ball 4.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone. So he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Victor Robles comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Bagwell, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Here's the 0-2. Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Just hung in there on that one. The 1-2, right side. And the Rockies are into the hit column. There's their first base knock. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
The second baseman.
I think the whole ballpark knew he was going to go with the sinker right there to induce the double play. The only problem is he can't guarantee it's going to be hit right at one of his infielders. Tough luck.
And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out the jam, and keep this game tied.
In now, Max Stassi as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And Evans is there for it to retire the side. Couple of hits lead to 1 in the inning for Colorado. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Rockies lead this one 1-0. Leading off the inning, Fred McGriff, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Here comes the first pitch. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Hit out toward second. Scooped up. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Batting fifth,
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And the spotlight is going to shine down today for me on Victor Robles. This guy, we've been hearing his name, one of the elite prospects in baseball for multiple years. And now he's getting a chance to put it all on display for the world to see. One of the slickest defenders in the game, can go gap to gap with ease.
A ball and a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. And it's fouled away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Coming to the plate now, Dwight Evans. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with two men out. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And a fastball called strike three, and the side is retired. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in is the veteran third baseman Edgar Martinez. In there at the knees, strike one. A ball and a strike to Colorado's leadoff batter. A ball and two strikes now. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
To the plate now, Al Kaline. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there, but he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. One out, nobody on. Iglesias now at short. He's got it, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Settling in now, Ted Williams. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Leiter in there for a base hit. So that'll extend the inning, and with 2 away, bring up Corey Seager. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. But they're on top 1-0. Into the box now, Charlie Culberson. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
And he fouls this one off. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. So with one gone, let's take a brief glance at our upcoming schedule to see what's coming up here on the show. Leadoff man retired now for the shortstop, Jose Iglesias. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Left side, reined in. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first.
This could have been much worse for the first baseman here. He goes up for the throw, leaving his feet, and exposes himself to a potentially devastating collision. He's lucky he didn't get taken out right here.
The pitcher, Samuel Moya, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. To second for one, and the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
Took a pretty long time for the shortstop to receive the ball that time, so that gave the runner plenty of time to bear down on him and take him out. Hopefully everyone's okay down there.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled away.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. 2 out with the man at first. Down the third baseline. Fielded cleanly. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as the 2016 National League Rookie of the Year, Corey Seager, settles in to start things out. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Looking at his career totals, Seager is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. Now the 2-0. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. Jeff Bagwell will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. 1 run on 3 hits and 1 error in the ball game for the Rockies so far. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Iglesias is there. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Victor Robles.
Striding into the box, Victor Robles, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Slow roller down the third baseline. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
Boy, there aren't many times, D-Row, that you're going to get an infield single that's fielded by the catcher. A la, that was a worm burner, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's crazy right there. That's just flat out great hustle, because that's a tough play for the catcher right there. He definitely cleared himself and gave him that throwing lane to first base, but that guy was picking him up and putting him down.
When you get to first base, do you even look into your dugout, or the guys laughing at you for hitting one that short?
100%. They're laughing hysterically at you. You know what? You take off your BGs, and you tell a first base coach that's a line drive in a box score tomorrow.
That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ball game for the Rockies so far. Here's a look over to first. 1-1.
I got 2-1 to count.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
High in the air out to center field. Over to take charge of this one is Andrew, and that'll do it. 1 left for Colorado. They lead it 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dwight Smith Jr. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Nope, that's inside.
Fouled off.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Fouled away. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
And it's fouled away. Fouled off. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, one man out. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Too high. 1-2.
One thing to take note of is how these last two batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
Robles is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Digging in now, Fred McGriff. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. The windup and the 0-1. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
He's been pounding the zone with nothing but strikes, but that's an amazing take right there. You start getting into that auto swing mode when you think that guy's going to be around the zone.
2-2 the count. Now here's the pitch. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Max Stassi.
33. Max.
Hit down the third baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And this is fouled into the seats over from first. Ready with the 0-2. On a good curveball, gets him swinging for out number 1. In now for Colorado, Max Fried. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Rockies pitcher with a bat in his hands and a 1-2 count. Curveball just about rung him up, but it's to 2-2.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Another full count pitch home. This is line to left. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So the lineup card turns over with 1 away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
Hey, you talk about having a game right here. This guy's working on a no-no, and he mixed in a knock. How would you like to be on the mound knowing you got more hits than the opposition? You haven't given up anything.
And there's a base hit on the line.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
So now to the plate, Al Kaline. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman, but one's all they'll get as he's back in safely at second. Ready once again, Ted Williams. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. 2 down, runners at first and second. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Two and 1 to Ted Williams now.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The set and the 2-1. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
That's lifted the other way out to left. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. 2 left for Colorado, but they lead it 1-0. Bottom of the inning now, and now it'll be the catcher, Johnny Bench.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
All right, let's see if that leadoff single gets them going right now. They've taken it on the chin for most of this game, being a little passive at the plate in their approach. Let's see if that starts them off and they start to go more ambush tactics.
Standing in now, Dwight Evans, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Set to deliver the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. So a runner on first with 1 out now, and that'll bring in the Georgia native Charlie Culberson. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Oof, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1.
Real nice curveball there. Had a lot of late break, and he waved right through that one.
And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Popped him up. Bagwell over to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out. So stepping in, Jose Iglesias, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Bat explodes as this is popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Here's Corey Seager. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
The shortstop, Corey Seager.
Brendan Brennan takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching, Brendan Brennan.
He's set and the pitch.
Oh, that's out.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here.
That's in.
And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
2 balls and a strike now. Two balls and 2 strikes to Corey Seager.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Into the box now, Jeff Bagwell. No balls and 1 strike. Oh and 1, here it comes. Back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Now a throw over to first. Victor Robles digging in now as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Now a quick move here to step off and look the runner back. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Counts even at 1-1 to Victor Robles. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Working for the punch out and the offering. Grounded to third. This could be 2. There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Jeffrey Delgadio is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. Ball and no strikes. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. The 1-0 is in there for strike one. And now maybe a mind game or two going on down there as he steps out a second time in the AB. Two balls and a strike. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Pitch on the way. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
And here's the second generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. And a barehanded pickup. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Throw over to the bag, and he's back in standing. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in standing. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Curveball. Swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. So striding forward now, Andrew Jones. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one, and he's back easily. First pitch on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Now a move over to first, and the runner back easily. Here's the 1-1. And it's fouled away.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. He's running. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. A runner on first with 2 away. He's running again. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Raleigh Fingers is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Fingers.
Riding in, Pat Valaika. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. A windup and the 0-1.
That's the ball. 1-1.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Running hard. He's digging for second. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in a game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. 2 balls and no strikes. Fingers. 6'4" right-hander. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter. Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. At the plate, Max Fried. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Corners move in now to try to cut off the runner at home, but they'll stay in double play depth up the middle. Squeeze attempt, but it's popped up. DeShields is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batter, third baseman, Edgar.
Stepping up to the plate, Edgar Martinez, and their runners at the corners now. From the stretch. Hit sharply but foul down the right side.
Boy, the Rockies have been looking for that big hit all game long. They haven't been able to come through so far, but now would be the time to come through.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. The tag, and he's out at the plate.
Sort of a daring move there going for the plate, but it didn't pay off. It was hit softly, but it gets scooped up quickly and fired home on target. Ideally, you want to go home like that on a ball that's hit beyond the pitcher's mound.
Into the box now, number 6. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
That misses. 1-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
2 men are on with 2 men out. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
The left fielder, Ted.
Now to the plate, Ted Williams. He's looking to deliver here with the bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. First offering on its way.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Ready with the 0-1.
1-0.
Strikes him out, so a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. Rockies leave them loaded, but they hold a 1-0 lead. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Fred McGriff. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope, that's bad.
And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Jimmy Cordero is forced onto the mound now following the injury.
For Colorado, number 50.
The 1-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Hey now. At the plate, Johnny Bench. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now.
You know, professional catchers make those plays look easy most of the time, but that was a big play that shouldn't go unnoticed. Had he found a way on, he would have represented a tying run, so that was a nice job there to make sure that strikeout didn't get wasted.
Jay Bruce will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Fouled off. The 0-2 home. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Jay Bruce stays in the game after pinch hitting, and he'll be patrolling right field. Next at the plate will be Corey Seager. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Billy Wagner has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Hits this one hard the other way. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning. In now, Jeff Bagwell, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A runner at first with no outs here. Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. This one's flared off to the right side. Bruce coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
To the plate now, Victor Robles. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. The 0-1 on its way. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Corners move in now to try to cut off the runner at home, but they'll stay in double play depth up the middle. That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Takes this the other way to right. Bruce with the catch. Tagging is the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And the catcher Max Stassi will be the next to bat. Skied into very shallow right. Bruce is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. A couple of hits lead to 1 in the inning for Colorado. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Rockies lead it 2-0. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Josh Hader will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Hernan Perez will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Charlie Culberson. First pitch of the at-bat. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
And he falls behind 0-2. Leiter towards second. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? 1st and 3rd, you got problems all over the place.
Well, you come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, 1st and 3rd, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Ken Wilson will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Wilson.
Didn't stay on top of the slider that time as it misses high. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 1 home run and 5 driven in. The set and the 1-0 pitch. And we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Runners are at 1st and 3rd with none out. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Giving chase is Robles. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. But not in time as the run scores, and the lead is trimmed to 1. Stepping in, Dwight Smith Jr., who struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. From the stretch, 0-1 the count. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 0-2 once more. And he's struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in the Joaquin Soria enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and set to go is the second baseman, Hernan Perez.
Hernan Perez.
Here comes the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Bruce has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
First baseman, Edgar.
So the Rockies lineup turns over, and to the plate, Edgar Martinez. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First pitch of the at-bat. In there for strike 1. Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked.
Now meanwhile, the throw to second is there, and he is out trying to steal the base. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Rockies are down quietly. They still lead it 2-1. Jed Jerko has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new third baseman.
Now playing third base,
Jose Leclerc comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the ninth inning.
Now pitching for Colorado.
Stepping into the box, Andrew Jones. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
Swing and a miss by Andrew as he was shooting for the downs there. It's 0-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Fly ball right down the line in left, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Johnny Bench. He went down on strikes last time up. He's set. Here it comes. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. He brings it in, and the Rockies have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score.